Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys. I want you guys to be aware of a guy by the name of Clay Travis. He works with Fox Radio, and I think that's the guy that Jason Whitlock works with. So I think Jason Whitlock is working with Fox, but he went back to radio where he belongs because nobody wants to look at his face. So apparently they have a satellite radio show, if I'm not mistaken, one of those podcast radio shows. So if you know anything about, Travis, Clay Travis, yeah, from my knowledge, he's a avid Republican, and a Trump supporter. So listening to his views on certain subject matter, he already reveals his hand, what he's all about, and what he thinks of a certain group of people. Now, I've been telling you this for the longest. Whenever you hear people talk like him, they already show you that, in fact, that they're what most people believe they are, which is racist white supremacists. Now, he recently talked about the NBA and saying that the NBA is going to lose fans because he basically was saying, he basically was saying as a whole, he basically saying that the NBA don't want to hear political views. They just want black people to play basketball. They just want us to shut up. He's saying that the fans are going to be alienated by the new conscious woke movement in the NBA about black athletes speaking up on black issues. You know, here's the thing. This is what I've been trying to tell you. At the end of the day, politicians and not just white politicians, black politicians too. Some of them, depending on what their angle is, they will try to get you to believe that something doesn't exist when it's obvious that it does. They don't want to hear nothing about police brutality because the police officer is always right. That's their mentality. No matter what happened, it is always the other person's fault. Or in particularly, it is always the black person's fault. No matter what. When there's laws that specifically say that the police should only use deadly force or pull out their weapon, fire their weapon if they feel like they are in immediate danger, grave danger. Not shooting somebody in the back who turned their back on you. Okay. Now I'm gonna talk about this protesting stuff later on. And once again, I'm gonna call out the black community again because you have to be called out once again. Okay. So you got to watch out for guys like Clay Travis, but those are his views. But that's how a lot of people like him think. They just want to be entertained. They don't care what's going on in somebody's personal life or somebody's life. They don't care. They figure that don't affect them. They just want to be entertained because at the end of the day, a lot of times these people that sit up and watch these athletes or entertainers or whatever they do to have them in front of somebody's TV screen or on somebody's TV screen, a lot of people think these people are not human beings and they don't look at them as human beings. So they figure, hey, that don't concern me. So why should I care? But then these are the same people that'll tell you to vote for politicians, Democrats or Republicans, who don't give a damn about the black community and what they need and what type of resources they need or what type of help they need. But they'll tell you to vote every 4 years for a president or a vice president who will do absolutely nothing. But yeah, uh, Clay Travis is a flat out racist. Now I know some white person gonna come on here and say, "Oh, well, you haven't proved," and You, I don't have to prove nothing to you. Okay? And don't come with that, well, just because he has a difference of opinion. Man, I'm not trying to hear that. Because once again, one of my biggest problems, I was sensitive to other people's struggles and issues they had going on in the country. But based off the fact that they don't care about mine, they don't care about my issues, then you know what? Fine. Let it be like that. And I thank people for showing their hand. I'd rather somebody put it out in the open where I can see it that they don't give a damn about me versus somebody pretending to give a damn about me. So yeah, Clay Travis, man, that dude's a flat out racist. Flat out. To say that people are not, you know, interested in hearing about issues going on for a person, you know, I mean, for real, for them to say that, then that's basically what he was saying. That white people do not care about what's going on in the black community. They don't care about police brutality. They don't care about systematic racism, white supremacy. But of course they wouldn't, because that's something that they practice on a regular basis. So what else is new? So he telling the truth to a certain degree. He pretty much is. I'm not mad at him for telling the truth. I thank him. Have I called for him to lose his job? What I'm saying is, this is for black people to realize we still continuing to think that we have allies and friends in this issue. Where at the drop of a dime, these people say they support us and they're for this, but at the drop of a dime, they'll try to take one situation and reverse it and put it towards them and make it look like they being victimized when they're not. Look what they tried to do with the Montrezl Harrell and Luka situation. And then they will require the assistance of a black person to try to validate their talking points. But like I said before, that's not working anymore. We don't care what they think. No, no, for real. We don't care what they think. If they agree with you and side with you, as far as I'm concerned, they're an outcast just like you. They're outcast. And I ain't talking about the group neither. They're nobody to us. So none of that stuff is working anymore. Where you can find your black puppets to basically spew out your views on your behalf, speaking to us. We're not listening to them no more. Well, I never did. We're not going for that no more. Because we see who they really are. But nevertheless, this your boy Town Biz. I'm out.